Hi everyone, welcome to a new weekly YouTube series called College Cooking, where I, Colin, will be your host. I'm going to teach you how to cook great food on a low budget. Today's episode is pizza. Let's get to it. This is what we're going to need for today's pizza. 3 cups of flour, which I got from a 10-pound bag, priced at $6.29. 1 tablespoon of yeast, which I got from a 4-ounce jar for $5.99. A teaspoon of salt, 1 cup of warm water with a little extra just in case, a handful of cheese that I got from a 32-ounce bag priced at $9.99, and 1 can of tomato puree, 29 ounces for $1.89. Alright, we're going to start with this simple, easy dough. We're going to take our yeast, pour it into the bowl, take our cup of warm water, pour it in there also, and we're going to drop our salt in. Now you're going to need to whisk together the yeast and warm water. And remember, yeast is a bacteria, so it's alive and it's going to screw everything up for you. Just kind of whisk it like that real quick, get it nice and kind of smooth. It's a weird thing. Okay? And now we're going to add the flour, and we're going to knead this by hand today. So what you're going to do is you're going to take your flour and you're going to slowly add in about 1/3 of it. I'm just going to kind of eyeball it. You're probably totally blocked in the shop, but that's fine. So we're going to do that. We're going to do this all by hand. So just kind of slowly mix it all together. It's going to get really messy. But that's the fun, and this is going to be quick dough. And you're going to add the rest. And if you really need to, you can use a stand mixer. For those of you that don't have a stand mixer, this is easier, or more available, I should say. Okay. So now what you really want to do is you want to keep moving the flour and dough around the bowl. And keep crossing it together like this. Get in there. And remember, if there's too much flour, that's why we got that little extra bit of water. But you won't know that until you get everything kind of mixed up. God, it's like a swamp thing. So now, what you're going to want to do is once the dough starts to kind of come together and everything starts to kind of solidify, what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to make sure to take this wad of dough, and you're going to take it and you're going to use the palm of your hand and push forward and then pull with the fingers and fold it back over and then turn. So you're just going to keep doing that. Keep mixing it. You're going to do that for a while and make sure to get all that flour in there. Remember, just push with the palm of your hand, pull back with your fingers, and fold it over, and then turn and repeat. And do that until you get it relatively smooth. And then what I like to do, see how we're doing this by hand, is pick it up, just start working it like this. So you're taking it and you're pushing it with the palm of your hand on both hands towards the back center, and having your fingers folded over. So this really works everything around and is the best thing you can do when you don't have a stand mixer. And then just kind of grab all that excess flour and just keep on doing it. Oh, pieces are flying. Just keep going, keep mixing until you get relatively smooth dough that's not too sticky anymore. Now what we're going to do with this dough, oh, that's getting perfect. So you're going to keep it like that, put it into a nice ball like that, put it in the center, put that flour on top, and you're going to let it sit for an hour before we do anything to it. So our dough has been resting for an hour. So what we're going to do now is we're going to portion it into 3 smaller balls. And this recipe makes up to 3 pizzas roughly 10 to 12 inches depending on how thin you want your dough. So we're going to take it, there's 1, there's 2, and you've got 3 pizzas for the week. Take our one little ball and kind of flatten it out into a circle. What we're going to do is just going to push forward and pull it back. Just keep doing this till you get the right consistency and size, depending on how thick or thin you want your pizza crust. Gets a little misshapen. If you need to, always add more flour. You're never going to get that perfect circle, but that's okay, because it's about how it tastes. So right about there, that's a good size. That's, you know, about roughly 12 inches. That's for about 1 to 2 people. Our tomato puree and turn it into a pizza sauce. So take our tomato puree, pour it into a saucepan. And what I'm using to make this quick, easy pizza sauce is just a sprinkle of salt and just a pinch of oregano. We're going to put it in there, mix it up, and let it simmer on low heat for about 10 to 15 minutes. Alright, now we're going to take our dough and we're going to start making our pizza. We're going to throw it right on here. I put some cornmeal down just to help it slide. We're going to take a little bit of our pizza sauce and just kind of put it on there, and just, depending on how much sauce you want, move it around so it's nice and even. Alright, and then we're just going to put our cheese on top. Just kind of spread it out and use all of this. And certainly you could put more on if you want, or less. That looks good. And you can also put any kind of toppings you want on. We're just doing cheese just because it's quick and easy. And time to put it in the oven. We've had the oven preheating at 375, and we've got a pizza stone in there, which you can get easily at any kind of Walmart or anything for about 15 bucks. And the whole reason we had cornmeal on there is just kind of want to shake it, and it just slides right onto that pizza stone. Just gonna close that and bake for 8 to 10 minutes. Alright, time to take our pizza out of the oven. That's perfect. Bring it right back onto here. Oh yeah. Alright, so there you have it. Quick, simple, easy pizza on a quick budget. Thank you for joining me. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe. Share this with your friends, and I'll see you in the next episode.